What's up, Runners Flat? Hey, welcome to a Wired Wednesday. We're going to talk to you a little bit about all the techie stuff that people are playing with along the lines of their run training. All right? Just know there's all kinds of tech gear out there. There's a lot of tech gear out there that maybe I don't even dabble in. But we're trying to really emphasize the things that we think are important. If you're running and you're training for anything, 5K and beyond, we'll tell you this, that one of the most important things that we find relevant to runners, distance runners, is cadence. All right? What's cadence mean? Cadence, how many steps you take a minute. Bicyclists have been looking at cadence since Lance Armstrong started obliterating the tour. With or without drugs, you make the call. We're not on drugs here, but we do like cadence, so come on over. I'm going to start you on the treadmill. Really what we want you to know is that cadence, how many steps you take a minute, is really something that also correlates to how much pounding you put on the body. For those people that are under 180 steps a minute or 90 steps on one foot, what we find is that they're spending more time in the air. More time in the air means when you hit, you have more gravity, you have more impact. And they've done tests on treadmills with force plates underneath them, and they know that below that 180, the forces that come down into the feet and up into the body are exaggerated, they're multiplied because you're spending so much time in the air and you're coming down. The other thing we know is that with the leg, when you have a long, slow cadence, your leg's going to land out in front. So you're going to hit that heel first, break yourself, and throw all that jarring up into your system. If you want to run and you want to have a good training cycle for a race and you want to stay healthy and get to the race healthy, start looking at your cadence. We know that 180 steps is a magic number. From those force plates in treadmills, at 180 steps a minute or higher, people begin to decrease exponentially how much pounding they put on their system. So here we go. Excuse the jeans and the Converse. We don't sell those here, but I like them. I'm going to wrap this baby up to 10 miles per hour and get a run going. If you want to see a loping cadence, slower than, what you'll see is that you can hear that pounding, and I'm spending a lot of time in the air. People tell me, oh, I can't run, I feel like I'm sprinting. This is 180 cadence. You can see the difference there. Basically, you can hear the difference. This is what you see a lot of people doing pounded. This is what you see a lot of people not pounded in your neighborhood. So if you go out, a lot of technology now has cadence sensors. This is a Garmin 735. It's got all that. I don't necessarily look at it the whole time, but if you're someone starting to work on it, look at it after 10 minutes of warm-up, look at it in the middle of your run, look at it in the last 10 minutes. The goal is that what you're able to do is try to start working on that cadence. If you start out at 165, go ahead and try to increase that by, 5 steps a minute over the course of a couple weeks. And the goal is to really get yourself to a point where you're around that sweet spot of 180. No one's talking to you about running on your toes, whether you heel strike or not. Some of that, the studies are inconclusive. What we do know is that the studies are pretty conclusive that if your cadence is around 180 steps a minute, you're pounding yourself a lot less, you're becoming a distance runner, you'll get to the start line healthy, and hopefully have a nice result at the end of the race and be happy about it.